So it is working. Is it? All right, bet. Bet. Let's start this motherfucker. What up, though, everybody? I'm Tryad Kilgo, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to shiny hunt Pokemon in Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Let's go! Alright, so boom. The year is 2018, and I just bought a Nintendo Switch because a Pokemon game finally came out. That's right, I only bought a Nintendo Switch just to play Pokemon. So what? And I was super excited for this game because this was the first Pokemon game where you could see the Pokemon walking around in the overworld before you actually battled them. And this was a remake of the very first Pokemon game I ever had, so I knew the game like the back of my hand and I ran through it like an absolute madman. So I beat the Elite Four and it's time to go to Cerulean Cave so I can fight Mewtwo, right? So I go in there and I see a Snorlax and I'm like, yo, that's weird, because usually the only time I ever see you is when you sitting in the middle of the road blocking my mother. But after that, I saw something crazy. I saw a golden egg walking around. It had a green pouch. It had green hair. It had stars shooting all. Yo, it was a shiny Chansey, y'all. I found a shiny Chansey just walking around. I'm super excited. For those of you that don't know, a shiny Pokemon is a Pokemon that's a completely different color from the rest of the Pokemon in the species. And you have a 1 in 4,096 chance of randomly finding one in the wild. Now, this wasn't the first time I've ever seen a shiny Pokemon, but it was the first time I've ever seen one just walking around, full shiny beauty, stars shooting all around it. I was hooked. I was instantly hooked. I wanted to catch every single shiny Pokemon in the game. And not only did I want to catch every shiny Pokemon in that game, I wanted every single shiny Pokemon ever. I started a shiny living dex. Now, a shiny living dex is where you catch all shiny Pokemon, not just Charmander, and then you evolve it into Charizard and you say, hey, I had a shiny Charmander, a shiny Charmeleon, and a shiny Charizard. No, you have to catch 3 shiny Charmander, keep one as a Charmander, evolve one to a Charmeleon, and then evolve the third one into a Charizard. So that means you have to hunt down 3 shiny Charmander just for that one line. Now, this may take some time, and if you guys are like me, then you want to get this done as fast as possible. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys the fastest way to shiny hunt Pokemon in Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. And the first step is getting the shiny charm. Now, the very first thing you want to do to make these hunts as fast, as easy, and as smooth as possible is get the shiny charm. Your base odds of finding a random shiny Pokemon out in the wild is 1 in 4,096. If you have the shiny charm, those odds are permanently increased to 1 in 1,365. That is a dramatic boost. Now, to get the shiny charm, all you have to do is catch every single Pokemon in the game. Now, I know that may seem like a lot, but honestly, if you just play through the game and try to catch every single new Pokemon that you see, and with a little help from Pokemon Go, I know a lot of us play it, you'll honestly be able to catch every Pokemon in about a day or so. Yo, 16,427. I was only supposed to catch 150. Once you have all 150 Pokemon, you go to Celadon City, and then you go to the Celadon condominiums. On the 3rd floor, you talk to the director, and he gives you the shiny charm. That's it. Your odds are now permanently boosted for the rest of the game, and we can move on to step 2, lures. Now, lures are a cool item that'll boost your odds from 1 in 4,096 to 1 in 2,048. That's half. Now, even though it's half, that's not as much of a boost as the shiny charm, but considering you can buy these at Pokemarts, they are pretty convenient. If you've completed the game already, the best way I found to make money is to catch about 2 Persians, level them up to level 100, and give them both payday. And then you go to the Elite Four and just spam payday the whole time. This should give you a decent amount of money. Now it's time for step 3, the catch combo. So Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu kind of blessed us with some cool mechanics when it comes to catching shiny Pokemon. The game is set up so that if you catch the same species over and over and over, you increase the odds of finding a shiny Pokemon of that species. The first 10 Pokemon that you catch of that species all have regular base odds of being shiny. That's 1 in 4,096. The next 11 to 20 Pokemon that you catch of that same species now all have a 1 in 1,024 chance of being shiny. The next 21 to 30 Pokemon caught of that same species all have a 1 in 512 chance of being a shiny Pokemon. And once you catch 31 or more of the same species of Pokemon, the odds are fully boosted to 1 in 341. So this means if you have the shiny charm, some lures going, and a catch combo of 31 or more of the same Pokemon, you now have a 1 in 273 chance of finding a shiny Pokemon of that species. Now, this still may not seem like a lot, but it's a big difference from 1 in 4,096. And once you have all of those going, you can literally just walk around until you find the shiny Pokemon that you were looking for. But me, I like to catch each one that I find and keep a little catch counter so I know exactly how many popped up before my actual shiny popped up, because I like to torture myself. Unfortunately, legendary Pokemon are static encounters. Static encounters mean that you have to click on them to interact with them, and they're not just walking around in the wild. So that means that lures and catch combos will not work on these guys. But the good thing is the shiny charm actually does work for a legendary Pokemon, so you still have a 1 in 1,365 chance of the legendary being shiny. So to shiny hunt a legendary Pokemon, what you want to do is walk up to it and then save your game right before you encounter it. And then once you encounter it, you get a chance to see if it's actually shiny or not. If it's not shiny, turn the game off. Restart the game, you'll be right in front of that legendary Pokemon and you can interact with it and see if that one's shiny. It's going to be a different one every time. And that's it. So now that you guys know about the shiny charm, the lures, the catch combos, and what to do for legendaries, you have what you need to shiny hunt on your own. You can start your own shiny living decks. And while you're at it, go ahead, leave a comment below and let me know what your favorite shiny Pokemon is. That's it for me. Until next time, I'm out of here.